Comedian Sean Boyd from Just Therapy, the podcast. I got to talk to you about Detroit Auto Parts. They're the official parts store of Redline Radio. They have two convenient locations, one on the east side. You can call 216-531-7373, or the west side, 216-398-7373. Don't forget to mention Redline Radio and you receive 10% off your purchase. Make sure you hit up Detroit Auto Parts. Check them out.
What's poppin', y'all? It's your girl Shy from She Vibes, and Growing Wings Adult Services is the official sponsor of the State of the Art Studio 2. Growing Wings Adult Services have 5 years of experience of taking care of adults with disabilities. For more information, call Lisa at 234-334-7547. And don't forget to tune in to She Vibes on Wednesdays, 7 p.m. EST.
What's going on, everybody? It is Timbuktu from TimbukTuesday. And I really hate doing home improvement, but I love the way it looks. So what I do is I call Wiggins Construction and Home Improvement. They fix bathrooms, windows, kitchens, sliding doors, and much more. Give Will a call today at 440-731-7654 and tell him Redline sent you. He'll get your house looking right in no time. Yo, Dave, I really appreciate you letting me do my thing over here at Redline Radio LLC.
Tim ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
Hey, well, I love them chicken wings. I got a couple buddies that's trying to come on and do a podcast. You got anything for them?
Heck yeah, we do. Just have them give me a call.
Bet. I'll have them call 440-503-0828.
Tim, don't forget to tell them that we're available on all social media platforms.
And you can't forget about the Redline Radio LLC app on the Google Play Store.
Damn, how'd I forget about that?
You was probably thinking about them little people again.
Damn, I probably was.
That's cool. They just trying to be a part of the winningest radio station in Cleveland.
And we got the hardware to prove it.
This is really gross, but dirty trash cans can pose a serious health risk to you and your family. The pungent smell can attract rats and flies, not to mention maggots, both of which can contain dangerous diseases transferable to humans. Your dirty trash can is susceptible to harboring dangerous bacteria. Contact Brandon at Fitz Trash Bin Cleaning today at 440-752-1533 or find them on Facebook. Veteran owned and operated and eco-friendly. Again, call Brandon at 440-752-1533.
I was feeling kind of down tonight. Psych! It's TimbukTuesday!
What?
TimbukTuesday!
Huh? Yikes.
Y'all might as well have a seat and let me holler at you. I'm about to bring the heat. I'm about to bring the laughs. I'm about to pack a punch. You know I'm hungry, little mama. Come on, let's do lunch. You know I'm next top comic, but let's just stick to topic. I'm Timbuktu, my people, and I'm not here to gossip. I'm only here to shop it, but I might get obnoxious. I wanna hear your vision, but please make it hypnotic. You know I'm on a mission, but please I need permission to sign this paperwork. This just give me permission to check your intuition. I wanna feel your vibe.
That's right, we vibing out.
Baby, I'm about to build this ride.
It's TimbukTuesday. It's TimbukTuesday. It's TimbukTuesday. Yay. What's up, everybody? We about to throw a party. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Timbuk motherfucking Tuesday.
3 in a row.
I gotta turn this up a little bit because we share this.
3 in a row.
It is 3 in a row.
3 in a row.
Squad in the motherfucking house, man.
That shit was loud when you was playing the what's the name, but
Yeah.
Yeah, your audio, the audio was different. That's all.
all right,
We good.
Good.
Yeah, we straight.
What's up, fellas?
What's going on, sir?
what
Not
up,
much,
man?
3
man.
times.
3-peat.
You know, we out here.
Three of them things.
We the best triple threat since who won? Who was the last big three?
It's us now.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
It's us now, man. We gotta invest you in some bombs.
Some
Some
clue bomb.
some clue bombs. We the best now. It's us, nigga.
I can find some. I just gotta add them on. I got another drop I want to put. It's from Anderson .Paak, and it's where he said "ho ass niggas,
Yeah, we need to get our
ho ass niggas."
we
That's
definitely
my new
like-
tag.
we
I
gotta get our
feel like
tags together.
foreshadowing that's gonna be. You should have downloaded it for today. I feel like we might use that today.
Well, I can find it, and then I can still make it happen.
That's cool.
All right, you know, so what's up, fellas? How's your weeks? How's your weekends? I was sick.
Oh man, I ain't
Oh.
doing nothing. Yeah, I hope you feel better.
I'm better. I'm better.
You seem a lot
Nigga,
better.
I didn't ate so much goddamn chicken noodle soup to the point like burnt my mouth, like it burnt my tongue. So I was just like, man, fuck this.
You have a taste shit, no more.
You know the shitty part about being sick when when you get to the point like, man, I just want to eat regular food, knowing that it's not going to help, but you're going to do it anyway.
You're right.
Yeah, it definitely did that. But it was chicken noodle soup out the ass. So
What's your favorite brand of chicken noodle soup?
nigga, I didn't have one at that point. It was just like, nigga, whatever y'all bring. I couldn't to the point I couldn't get up. I don't know why. I don't know what was wrong. Every time I got up, I felt nauseous. So it was just literally on some I had my sister brought some. I was trying to get my mama to bring some. Just put this shit by the door when I do get up to make that run to the toilet or to the bathroom or whatever, or to the kitchen to get something to drink. I'll grab it then. But you can't go wrong.
You was bad
I was
ready
down.
for real.
Yeah, I was down. Because I was supposed to come to the show. How'd the show go?
The show went phenomenal, man. Friday was the Laugh Out Lucy's. It was fire.
That's the show I missed.
That was the show you missed,
Yes,
unfortunately.
yes,
I wasn't in the show. I just DJ'd. I was in the show by as many times as they addressed me. But it was dope, man. All the comedians did amazing. Shout out to who was all there? Bill Stone, Precious, LOL Brielle, Desmond Turner. Was somebody else I'm missing? Milton Wiley. I feel like I'm missing one more. Kevin Ford. He was hosting. It was a pretty dope show. And then Saturday, so it was supposed to be the family friendly. So we were supposed to do all clean sets. However, no kids showed up. So
y'all niggas went X-rated.
right. I tried to.
So it's supposed to be a kid party turned into an adult party.
Right. And I tried to do a clean set. I kept it as clean as long as I possibly could. And I was like, man, fuck this shit. Well, I was second. And the person that went first, shout out to Sister Lou. She was like, after that, we got the green light basically to just say whatever. She's like, I'm gonna get this out the way early. Fuck, pussy, cunt, shit. And they laughed. I mean, so, you know, it definitely worked. So as soon as, you know, obviously that clears up the air. No awkwardness. It wasn't really awkward anyway, because I mean, I'm switching out like nigga for dude and you know, shit like that.
It's the fact that you gotta like
Stuff like that.
Like, it's the fact that you have to edit the shit. Like imagine playing niggas in Paris. Like you like that.
It could be homies in Paris.
Bruh, like
It could be homies in Paris.
that'd be terrible.
I don't know if it'll be terrible.
They don't say niggas in Paris one time. I don't think. I mean, not too many times.
But the name of the song is niggas in Paris.
It should be homies in Paris.
No, it'd be terrible.
Right. It'll be provocative. No, it won't.
Oh, no, it won't. It didn't get the people going.
Brothers in Paris.
Right,
Oh,
Brothers in
God,
Paris
that
is hilarious. That
So
sounds like how you
we're brothers.
right.
We're happy and we're singing and we're colored.
Sound like it was edited by BET and shit.
No, BT called ninjas in Paris.
Louis, put your camera up a little bit.
Making me work. Back in focus. Yeah.
Then Sunday, I did Hilarities. That was the set I just showed.
I'm about to say how that go.
Yeah, it was dope. That was fun. It was crowd work. Apparently they wanted me to do more crowd work. I thought I was doing pretty decent with the crowd, but I guess they wanted more. So, well, they wasn't mad. They was happy with the set. Like they was cool with it.
So they just was trying to give you advice, or they was like, no, like, hey, do more of that because they were enjoying it.
It was kind of more just like for the event. It's every last Sunday of the month they do it at Hilarity. So I'm going next month and I'm gonna do strictly like, what's up, person? How you doing today?
On stage interview.
Basically, like,
where do you work?
What do you do?
You work at the grocery store? Man, I get groceries.
Some shit. But it was gonna be more like, oh, so you the reason why these eggs got cost so goddamn much type shit. You know, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you know.
Like, why every time I go, it's only one cashier?
Right. What the fuck is y'all doing?
The store clearly ain't stocked, so what the fuck y'all be doing?
Right. So, you know, it's just it's learning. You know, I'm good in comedy. Like you know, people respect me. They understand, you know, where that I'm here all the time. So a lot of the comedians, you know, they pretty cool. You know, obviously they see me anyway because I'm people that do interviews here with Lex and all other stuff. Like, so they see my face. So if you haven't seen me do stand up yet, you're almost surprised. Like, damn, this nigga's actually decent. Like, so, but I feel like for me personally, being a comedian, wanting to develop as a comedian, I feel like I need to do way better.
Understandable. You set a bar, set a goal. I'm still waiting on that list, nigga.
I didn't give you the list. I did not give you the list. Fuck.
You know, you wrote it in your planner.
I did write it in my planner. I mean, like I said, I got the goal set. I just ain't send it to you. But and I don't know if you heard, but I'd said one of my goals on stage. You know, I'm trying to get 10,000 followers this year.
Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, I know. You know what? I'm just saying. That's just me, you know, aiming for my shit.
That's what's up.
What about you, Mage?
How's your weekend, sir?
Oh man, I ain't do nothing. It was amazing. I went to my parents' house because apparently I don't go there enough.
Get into the mic a little bit. We can barely hear you.
My bad. I feel loud as hell in my ears.
Yeah, no.
But no, I went to my parents' house. That was it, man. Like I said, I was so tired. Just from the week or the previous like 2-3 weeks, I was trying to put everything in work so I could do something for my birthday, to tire myself out to not want to do anything for my birthday. So I literally just chilled, which was good. So
you ain't do nothing for your birthday?
Nope. I chilled. I relaxed.
I guess that's cool. Shit.
But that's what I wanted to do though. So I'm not complaining. Like that. That's what I wanted to do.
Like people really be overestimating staying at home now. Like I'm like,
staying at home is beautiful.
Yeah, that shit was amazing. So I got to chill.
Not going nowhere, not having to spend unnecessary money.
And just mentally relax. I had to think about nothing. Like, bro, I ain't had to. I mean, granted, it was my birthday, so maybe like I wouldn't have to think about as much. Like people probably like, oh, let's do this. I got you this. But like I ain't had to think. I ain't had to go. I ain't had to drive. Like I ain't do nothing. Like I just sat there. I watched football, which was good. I mean, the games was good. I mean, the Eagles, y'all seen it. I mean, the 49ers.
That hurt. I mean,
Y'all seen
Purdy
that,
getting
but-
hurt, you know, that definitely put a
Yeah, it's crazy though. He out for 6 months too. Like that was a crazy injury. It's gonna be weird to see what they do. I know it's not a sports show, but it'll be weird.
Nah,
to
we
see.
could talk about it.
They I mean they drafted Trey Lance very high. They gave up a lot for him. And then Brock Purdy came out. He doing his thing. So it'll be interesting to see who they keep, where they decide to go, because they both pretty young. I mean, Brock Purdy is probably vastly underpaid. So I mean that might.
Yeah. I mean, I think I mean, is his contract up?
No, I'm saying they both. Well, Trey Lance was drafted like a year or two ago, and Brock Purdy's a rookie. So
Yeah, both. Yeah,
you know what
rookie,
I'm saying. But he was like a 7th round rookie, so he probably only getting like
500,000. Yeah,
for the year, which is still a lot of money,
Yeah.
but not in NFL terms.
Right.
Not from
and he might get an extension. You know, I never tell
That's
him.
what I'm saying. Yeah, somebody about to give him the bag. Either so, it'll just be interesting to see like who they decide to keep, Trey Lance, or they decide to keep Purdy. Either one.
I mean, I feel like you got to see they won. I think they got to have a battle out for the starting position. I mean, I think Purdy definitely like earned it. He ain't lost a game.
Sure. Yeah, he didn't. That's why I said it's gonna be interesting though. Like they gave a lot for Trey Lance. They gave a lot. They gave first round picks. Like they invested a lot to try to get Trey Lance. Man, I mean, I don't know if you believe reports or whatever case may be, but they was already saying like they might not believe in him. That's why they kept Jimmy G. Because remember they was trying to trade Jimmy G. Then they ended up giving Jimmy G the bag again this year. Like so that kind of was like, all right, why y'all ain't trade this nigga if y'all believe in Trey Lance? So he ended up getting hurt game too. So you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
To see what they do. But that game was, I mean, I stopped watching that. But the Bengals Chiefs game was really good.
Yeah, that game was fire.
So it was cool, just chilling watching football all weekend.
For sure.
I was dying. I didn't see none of that.
Well, let's get into these ads real quick.
Shout out to Dynatech.
Yeah, go ahead, read them, man. The longest nigga. I'm not even reading Dynatech this week. Dynatech, I ain't got it.
Louis is, because he already called. There you go.
I can't read the first page of Harry Potter.
Why they figure this out, I'm going to shout out Smith Drain Service LLC. Smith Drain Service.
Pre-read.
Chill, man. Stop telling my secrets. They ain't know. They thought I just randomly picked this shit. They thought I fucked with Smith Drain Service.
I need you to switch up the ad sheet one time. Just like put it like shuffle them bitches around.
No, because I never. Hold on, we'll talk about this in a second. Smith Drain didn't pay for this, so Smith Drain Service LLC. Smith Drain Service is your local drain cleaning experts, specializing in main sewer lines, bathtubs and laundry lines, septic lines, kitchen sink lines, floor drains, and downspouts, and so much more. Family owned and operated, you can call Smith Drain Service LLC today at 440-242-8704. Yes, sir, Steve.
I mean, I'll shout out down to Texans. You know, Louis, you know, he said it, but he ain't read it.
Keep shouting out Dynatech. I'll let you do all the extra stuff.
Dynatech, as testified by many satisfied customers, they are the Diamond Saw Blade Company's #1 company. Diamond Blade Industry #1 company. How about that? They have the fastest cutting and longest lasting blades in the industry. And customer satisfaction is how they measure their success at Dynatech. Their engineers are always ready to help you troubleshoot on the job. They have all type of saws. They got saw blades, abrasive blades, pavement marking blades, core drill bits, core drill rigs, high-speed gas blades or saws, masonry saws, walk-behind saws, tile saws, and all type of equipment that you need. And they stand behind their product with a warranty and customer satisfaction to keep their customers satisfied to earn the best ranking in the industry, Dynatech. So just call them today at 1-800-446 1-800-446-9001 or email them at sales@dynatech.com. You can also visit their website, dynatech.com. You can also pull up on them, 161 Reeser Court in Elyria, Ohio. They have a nice hangar, all type of equipment. We did a remote there. It was amazing. We definitely go back.
And are you done?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna shout out. I'm not gonna read the whole ad, but they don't trip me up every week. This trash bin cleaning LLC, because it say Northwest Ohio, and every week we want to say Northeast Ohio, but I catch myself. So shout out to Fish Trash Bin Cleaning. They holding Northwest Ohio down.
They clean your trash cans, people.
Yep, you can reach them at 440-752-1533. You get the small version if they fit. Sorry.
they got the video in the front, so they all right.
Oh yeah, they good then.
Yeah, they got theirs for sure. For sure. Now, there's a lot of things been happening this month, man. This month has been a crazy, I guess you could say, beginning of 2023.
I'm sorry. I just made me think because you know, like every year, like the meme for the month or that calendar shit that whoever the world creates now.
Yeah,
Hey, that one cop gonna be on there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she is.
She took the month.
So if y'all haven't heard, there's a cop. She was a part of a force that was forcing her.
No, they were not.
They were not forcing.
Nope. You got to change the words, buddy.
They were forcing it down her throat because she liked it.
All right then.
So she took the whole force, I should say.
Wow.
And
craziest part, that's more accurate.
Right. To my knowledge, I mean, it was all men and women, so it wasn't anybody specifically. She just wanted everybody. If you had organs, she was donating her body. So, what do y'all know about the whole situation with her?
All I know is she was the outlet and everybody else was the plug.
Goodness man.
That's all I know. And then people was just plugging in chargers and left and right.
What was her name? Y'all remember her name?
Hell no. No, I don't. But I will say this, niggas said, and it's going. It's going to transition to another conversation, but I know we're going to stay on this one for a minute. But they said, what if that was the key to limiting police brutality? Because niggas, they not stressed, you know what I mean? Because allegedly they was on the clock. So you know what I mean? Like, you just think about it, like
the equivalent of rubbing one off.
Yeah, now you want to beat.
Took down your aggression.
Yeah, now you on the streets, you see niggas, you know what I mean, speed, and you like,
oh my god,
you like, man, that nigga just trying to get home.
Hey, but what if that now? But now, what's the flip side of that? What if they ain't got the aggression? What is the robbery in progress?
Hey, well,
just like,
well, that's the risk you take.
I just busted up. I'm good.
Like, I ain't chasing nobody.
Defund the police, allegedly. Wait, that's a whole nother conversation for another. We might have to define these niggas. Now that I think about it, that wasn't a joke. But I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a bright sunny day. You look at things better now. Like, you got yours off. But you know what's crazy though, and I don't know if this is real. This is what they're reporting, that one of the niggas in the thing, and it's allegedly, he caught feelings, and he the one who snitched.
Oh, really? That's what happened.
That's what I heard. I don't even know if it's real.
Wow.
You can never know when it comes to these things, but if that's true, like, you are a sucker.
So was they having orgy parties, or was like they fucking her individually?
The original story I heard is like she was just busting, like, essentially a train, but not necessarily a train. Like, it was just like, today she'll be messing with cop one, then maybe cop two will get knocked down later, or cop two got tomorrow, and then she was just knocking them down.
And then, you know, they found out. Like, think about it, like everybody busting your shorty down, but you like her, and she married, but you like her, and then they're like, hey, you know, Cop C just got that, you know what I mean? Then dude in the back, like, what are you doing? And then he, you know what I mean, snitched.
All right, so apparently, so her name is Megan Hill.
Oh, her name is Megan, I think.
Megan, whatever.
The chief in here yelling
Hall.
at you.
I'm sorry, Megan Hall.
The chief in here screaming his head off at you, and you just like, man, I can't wait to go fuck Shorty. I'm about to take all this aggression off.
Just imagine being that down bad though, like where you the one to tell.
Yeah. What's the other?
Like,
were the other officers?
Fluff.
Were the other officers married? Do anybody know?
Oh, I don't know.
I just know that she was married.
Because
the husband decided to stick by her.
Her husband a cop.
Shout out to him.
No.
So apparently, there was from what I see here, it says strip Uno, foot fetish photos, and wife swapping sessions. So
strip Uno, that's a long ass game.
I know how you play with it. 5. Play 5 cards.
Nigga, that's still long as you get a draw 4. We just extended. Like I'll be trying to.
Man, nigga play Uno for free.
Niggas, but that's like playing. Yeah, niggas play Monopoly for free too. But still, at the end of the day, that's still a long. Like
Man, Uno not that long.
there's a quicker game you can play.
What, Tunk, nigga?
Right. Right. Nigga about to play 3 Armani.
What?
I think about play. I declare war.
We
Draw fist for the draw.
play highest card win at that point.
Come on, bro.
High card
Niggas-
win for strip. Like that's just quick.
Niggas probably already had their Uno cards out. They like, oh, let's make it interesting.
Yeah, it probably was
smart,
like-
you know, because always. Okay, this is gonna sound. It's always
say
girls. It is. It's always girls like, oh, we can make this interesting. Like, oh, if you want to strip, just strip. All right. But no, I mean, look, it was Uno. They probably play with the 3 cards, 5 cards. Because you already know, one, think about it. You already want to hit this nigga with the draw 4. So you bop, now you won. Now you getting the nick too. Like, it's a.
Now, what
Got the double win.
if every special card is a strip card?
See,
I mean, but that's the special.
We don't know what type of Uno they play.
Understandable, and that's fine. But even then, that's still like I'm literally saying what he said. But mine is more to like he's just like, yeah, you already want. Girls are starting like, let's just get to the point. You want to strip? Just strip.
They trying to have fun.
They trying to play Uno.
So no, you're not trying to play Uno.
I'm imagining these big sessions wasn't on the job.
And we on the clock. No, they were fucking.
I thought it was on the clock.
Yeah, they were fucking.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have fucked on the clock, but like the big sessions probably wasn't on the clock.
Hold on. So you reading an article right now?
Yes.
Can we who snitched?
All right.
'Cause I can't imagine being down that bad where you tell.
Is she not even your girl?
All right,
She's
she's somebody else's wife.
And
All
getting
right.
her back blown out. You upset? Jesus.
Goodness gracious.
All right, it say
It's a sick
Hall
world.
26 was interviewed 3 times after a whistleblower came forward in December to report she was having intimate relationships with male colleagues at boozy parties, hotels, and even on police property. So she was fucking on and off the job. She denied most allegations in her initial grilling. They shouldn't have used that word. But over the course of 2 more, the married siren eventually came clean on her steamy liaisons. In her first
white definitely wrote.
in her first interview, she admitted only to having sex with K9 officer Larry Holiday, who was suspended without pay, but kept his job because he was honest with investigators.
I remember
Yeah, I hit that.
Oh God!
2 of the black people got fired.
Oh God! We had intercourse.
You know, niggas like, I ain't hit that. No, not at work.
Right. We had intercourse. There were a few times, but it didn't last a long. It didn't last. It was a long time ago. She nervously told Andrew Patton, the police department's head of human resource. She dismissed rumors of a fling with Sergeant Lewis Powell, but Patton told her, "I have confirmation that you talked about the act. You talked about his size, what it looked like." Oh.
She remember your dick.
That must have been a black cop. When she asked if she had a 3-way with parole officer Patrick, I'm not going to say your name, and his wife Amy.
Wasn't a train. Oh, let me take that back. I'm
Right. They ran a train on him. It was 3.
Imagine like
Sersky.
all right, as the husband, how do you want to find this out?
Not this way.
Man, you a cop, you at work, your phone a dummy, and you like, oh man, I'll check that shit in a minute. Like I'm doing official police business. Phone going crazy. You finally check that shit.
He had to know.
Probably.
I don't know if he.
I feel like he knew.
I think I don't know.
I feel like
I feel like he might have heard a rumor and it's like, hey man, or maybe you didn't know it was her. Like it was a rumor. Hey man, it's an officer over there fucking people.
Bro, imagine that too. Like you in the next county over, you like a Summit County cop. Like, hey, cop in county, she be getting loose. And you're like, oh word, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's all you know. That's it. And come find this your wife.
Oh my god, I kicked her to the curb, bro. And no question, that's not a laughing matter. She'd have been gone.
So.
Man, I don't know if I can get married.
This nigga sucking.
It said he replied, "Oh, I'm sorry, a what?" and began to cry. It's okay. It's okay. There's some Kleenex right behind the candy bowl there, Patton said before resuming his toe curling question. During the second and third interview, Hall, already on the final warning for crashing her parole car 3 times,
She can't drive?
right, admitted.
This the cop y'all trying to have? Oh, imagine her trying to do a pit maneuver, fucking up fucking up everybody.
Came parallel park.
She admitted immediately had a month-long affair with Powell, and even performed a sex act while on duty, not on duty. I began giving.
Niggas drawing straws.
I just gave him a blowjob in the subset.
Niggas is drawing straws. Like, who getting her today? Who she gonna partner up with? Niggas
Lex.
drawing straws.
Nah, you know what's crazy though? They said a cop from.
We talking about Megan Hall. We talking about how she gave up everybody, all the cops. The top.
They said it was a cop from the other precinct where her husband worked, and he gave an interview, and he said something like, "Damn, man, I don't know how he do it. Couldn't be me." Oh my god. He right though. It couldn't be me.
It couldn't be me.
Could not be me.
So it said me and my husband were kind of on the verge of a divorce, and I just cracked, and then it just kind got out of hand. Oh, okay. So that I guess
you got slutted out. Like,
well, all right, but the story is the nigga came back, right?
So they say he taking her back.
He taking her back.
Yeah,
Wow.
That don't add up now. Because if we are, ain't no way we on the outs. It's going downhill. This happens, and now it's supposed to go uphill. Fuck out of here.
Especially if it.
So maybe she used it as a lie. I still think the nigga knew. Like, there's no way you take your wife back after you find out she smashed the whole squad. Like, literally the whole squad, nigga. She fucked the K9 squad, nigga.
True,
she fucked the dogs.
She fucked him while the dog watched.
If it's as true as reported, where he's like very religious and like don't believe in that.
No, I ain't see the Five Gobs meme. Marquand, send that meme. Happy birthday, by the way, bro.
Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday to Proto too.
They had me and where it was her, and they put the Dallas Cowboy symbol over it, and then the rest of the niggas was the 49ers. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, they that shit is wild. He said married Powell denied the trust, the tryst. I don't know if somebody fucked up there.
Was it tryst?
Maybe it was the tryst, but came clean when it was discovered that he and heavily tattooed Hall met up in December to compare notes in efforts to thwart the
deny
the investigation.
You fucked her, didn't you?
Nope. She's a real atomic dog. That's so funny. Hall told Patton that Powell had threatened to kill himself when she tried to break off things, texting her saying, "You betrayed me. I thought you cared about me. No one here but me. You really hurt me." So maybe it was.
It sounded like he's the snitch.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
She was already married.
He was married too. So maybe he was the one that was on the outs. Let me double check. Let me make sure.
It sounded like, if anything, it sounded like they both.
No. She admitted. She said that she.
So then she probably hit him with the "I'm gonna leave my husband."
Yeah, she definitely hit him with that shit.
Like we getting a divorce. Let's fuck. Da da da.
Right.
He falls in love. And like,
fell in love with the skis.
I mean, all right, wait. But we're saying this as all the 5 other officers or 6 other officers knew about each other.
I feel like, we don't know.
She was.
I mean, but at the same time, I don't know. Yeah, because you don't want that to be out in the precinct.
True, because it's gonna be the people who just like, hey, everybody think they can just fuck you. Even the ugly guy can come over that you're not attracted to, and you can be like, nah.
No, regardless of that, like you don't want it for the human resource shit. You don't want niggas to know, so they don't try to, and they know she married type shit.
I mean,
niggas gonna hate on you if they don't like you.
Yes and no. It all depends. Some people like, most people be like, I'm gonna stay out of it. I get you on the human resource side, but again, as long as it's one that's not their superior, do what y'all want.
Nah, you fell in love with the skis, man.
Well, he was the lieutenant, right? So he was a sergeant or whatever.
I don't know these niggas. All I know is
Lieutenant Sucker.
Oh my god.
Like, one of y'all kissed each other. If you kissed her, you kissed 3 of them niggas.
It sounded like he was the one kissing for sure.
So I don't think he the one told because they was investigating already. So he definitely.
I'm sure it probably was rumblings.
Yeah.
Hey, I got the text right here.
How did it come out?
I fell in love and she played me.
I'm doming out everybody.
Damn, I don't know. And it's all allegedly though, so let me not put that on that man's name.
Right.
He wasn't a sucker, but if he was,
right. So this one said Hall further confessed to getting drunk at a Girls Gone Wild hot tub party
Wow,
where she sang.
Wow, my boys.
This is the 90s,
right? Where she sang karaoke and fell down a flight of stairs during having sex.
Ain't no way I'm taking this
with
back.
This sound like
Malicio.
There was no what's that shit called?
And it was in a boat. It was boats and hoes. Boats and hoes. Said my bathing suit was a little loose. It fell off. They showed a picture.
My bathing suit was a little loose.
Right. They showed a picture of homeboy.
Was a little loose.
It says, "Oh my Jesus, who the fuck is this dude? He look funny." So it says DailyMail.com. I guess that's the reference. Revealed earlier this month how Hall's husband Jedediah.
That nigga sound religious. You ain't got a choice but to be religious.
A sheriff deputy and a son of a pastor was sticking with his wife and trying to work out their problems. My nigga Jedediah.
Man, this nigga nuts, bro.
My nigga Jedediah, bro.
Get her ass out of here.
That nigga love her.
Oh yeah, randomly. Shout out to the Heights, man. Shout out to the big homie Jay Kelsey for the Eagles. Shout out to Trav on the Chiefs. Heights versus the Heights. We about to do it again, man. I can't believe Heights has turned into a football school. I can't believe it. It used to be a basketball school. Definitely was a track school at one point. Now it's like Heights is a football school. Jay Kelsey already got a ring. Trav got a ring.
Yeah.
The young homie Sheldon was on the Eagles when they won. He got a ring. Barry Cofield was on the Giants when they won, back when they beat Tom Brady when he was undefeated or whatever. So Barry got a ring. I mean, the Heights, they got rings, man. It's football school now. I'm happy for the guys.
You play football at all?
I did. I played with Jay and Trav. Jay Kelly graduated 06. Trav graduated 08. I graduated 07.
So he's right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard. What up, Charlie? Shout out to being a nigga. All right, I think I want to read this one line. It says, Hall revealed she attempted to rope her husband into a foursome with Sergeant Ty McGowan and his wife, but it quickly petered out. McGowan was a source of the original whistleblower tip. Wow.
So I don't think he knew. I mean, I think that she was trying and he kept saying no. And then he probably just thought like that was it. That's him? He
That's
a snitch?
him,
He looked like a snitch.
He looked like I was a white dude.
He looked like a snitch. You fell in love.
He definitely looked like a
Do they got a
snitch.
picture of his wife?
Look,
I ain't see the
He got a
wife.
black wife.
He looked like the dude off of
I don't think
Tyler
so.
Perry.
He can't be.
He's the black dude, the Tyler Perry movie, the first one,
The
dark skinned dude.
First of all, I don't support Tyler Perry.
Yes.
We talked about this, right?
Yeah, off air we have. But you know the one I'm talking about.
I know.
The one that she beat the nigga up, threw him in the tub. That one, yeah. He looked like that nigga. And he looked like a snitch.
He lightweight dude look like that dude. That
He
was
looked like a
Diaries of a
snitch.
Mad
That
Bad
nigga looked
Woman.
like he snitched. She was like, this white woman changed my life.
There's one girl didn't believe me, so I
She's sucking and fucking everything.
had to send her the Boondocks episode, the one Tyler Perry tried to ban.
Wait, which one?
Oh, the BET episode.
The Winston Jerome episode. That's not the BET episode. The BET episode they tried to ban too.
Yeah.
But Tyler Perry threatened to sue the Winston Jerome episode when Grandpa went and they found out it was a cult.
Yeah.
But then the funny thing is they did the same thing on Atlanta when Lottie was being on Tyler Perry or Tyler Mr. Chocolate is what they call it.
I haven't seen.
You don't watch Atlanta?
I love Atlanta, at least the first season. I haven't watched two, and then was it 3 as well? It's third season
4.
now?
The last season.
It's 4 seasons?
Yeah, that was it.
Fuck.
You tripping.
It's on Hulu?
Yeah, it's all on Hulu.
All right. Let me get you.
But yeah, so Tyler Perry tried to sue the Boondocks to block the episode from coming out. It eventually, I think they pulled it. That one and the BET episode, they pulled it, but then they ended up releasing them on the DVD.
Wow.
But they do it very good.
Yeah, like Atlanta,
Winston
like
Jerome.
Atlanta is like I feel like Atlanta is live action Boondocks.
Right. Which is why I love Atlanta.
And it's only 4 seasons. What is it? 4 seasons of Boondocks?
4 seasons.
Yeah. The fourth, and then even that 4th season,
It's without
it was without Aaron.
Yeah.
So it's like it's okay, but it's just like
because they really about to end on the 3rd season, but then so like they started like trying to like end it. Then we back.
Yeah, and then didn't pops out like in the middle of recording.
No, that's when they were supposed to come up with another season.
Oh, okay.
I think it's supposed to come back on like HBO.
Yeah, and they was gonna have Aaron back in front of take the helm again. So it'd have been right, but
season 4 was that bad?
In my opinion, yes.
Yeah, I mean because he wasn't there.
It's you can feel like they're trying to recreate what he does.
Yeah,
you can just feel like they're just doing stuff. Like it's like black people like one of them. Black people like chicken. Serve chicken, people. Like
that's terrible.
They already did a chicken flu episode.
Yeah, nah, you can't.
After
he was trying to get the flame back from the episodes that was good type shit.
Right.
That's terrible.
But what we transition? We gonna transition to some serious stuff?
I was gonna transition after.
I mean, we should
after the break.
You want to go after the break?
We can talk about the.
What talking about?
We can stick with the cops. I mean,
yeah. I mean, we could do.
All right, man. Y'all taking her back, man. Your wife, six off top, six niggas that you know about.
No,
that's not even talking about the undercover shit that probably been going down.
No, she definitely smashed way more niggas.
Fact.
No, not at all. Because you gotta think. And that's on duty. Them are coworkers in her free time.
You know what I'm
saying? Imagine she pull over a guy. She probably pulled a nigga over. Was like, yeah, you cute. You want to get off this ticket?
Dang, Jeff.
Do you
like a cow?
Do you let the officer suck you off so you don't get a ticket?
Like a cow.
Do you let the officer suck you off so you don't get the ticket?
Yes. I'll answer that. Absolutely.
Arrest you for decent exposure after she finished with you too. Like, that's crazy.
Then I just tell on her, nigga. What the fuck? And I'm getting sued because I got pressured.
I still can't believe that dude was black, man. I thought because when I seen the picture, it was the white dude they said snitch. This nigga that fell in love with the skis. That's crazy.
So I think I guess the reason why he took her back, in my opinion, because it says she was trying to have a foursome with her husband. That lets me know that he knew that she was fucking.
That's what I'm saying, but he wasn't on it. Like if you like strict religious,
yeah,
and that's not your way.
Okay, but he love her, so he like go ahead, fuck what you want.
No, that doesn't say that.
No, I said this is what he probably did. I didn't say that.
I doubt it because if he's strictly religious, like, and she like, okay, that's like the equivalent in this scenario. I'm just saying we don't know.
We don't.
This might have been her attempt to approach him like, hey, babe. You know, let's say randomly throughout your relationship, you talk about maybe having a threesome, but you don't go wrong with it. You didn't do the research to find the girl or whatever. But now you didn't let's say you've been knocking shorty down for a while, and now you come up to wifey like, hey, babe, this girl, I think she cute. We could probably have a threesome with her. You try to test the waters with her, and then your wife still shoots you down. Like, no, I'm not a part of that. I don't want to do that.
I don't think the wife shot it down. I
understand the wife didn't. Not the wife. I'm talking about again, we don't know if the other wife shot it down.
We don't.
It could have just been like, hey, we should swap partners. And then all hell broke loose. Shorty, this is about to sound bad. Shorty got greedy. She got greedy. She got greedy into that lifestyle.
She probably was already like, look, I'm about to piggyback everything you said. There's no point in me doing it again.
Oh, actually, it might have been the wife. So it said Jed came home. We started drinking. Ty wanted to try to get Jed to have a thing with all of us.
Ty, come on, she got greedy. This nigga.
Right.
Ty's the dude, right?
Ty is the
black nigga who snitched.
Ty wanted to have she told Pat we played strip Uno and then V went out onto the patio with Jed. Me and Ty kissed a little bit. Then that was it. So I guess the two.
So he did know.
So the wife and the husband, or the other wife and Jed, they were outside together while The other two was on the inside.
Yeah, so then she probably kissed dude while his wife was outside with her husband.
Right. Hall admitted to sleeping with McGowan on 2 occasions. Then, after she had just taken her psych exam prior to even being sworn in for her $53,000 per year job, she was unaware at the time of the interview that McGowan was the source of the original whistleblower tip received by the mayor. That's wild.
Went straight to the mayor.
Right. He probably was trying to get the mayor some pussy. Hey, I know a bitch that's gonna let us suck your dick just fine. Hey, but while he dished freely on his colleagues' sexapades, McGowan did not disclose his own. Oh, so he was hating so he can get her before herself.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
on some
look.
sucker shit.
Yeah.
Look, man,
He fell in love.
Look,
He did.
skis is, it has no gender. But if I fall in love with a skis, y'all got permission to beat me up, man. We got to have an intervention.
As long as you know, nigga, it's gonna be a nice long intervention. Like,
ain't no
Mage,
way. Ain't
what
no
are you doing?
way,
I mean,
bro.
if this your decision, this is what you want to do. I ain't mad at you.
You gonna fight me, please.
But I'm gonna ask you, are you sure?
Roast me something, bro.
Don't do it. Reconsider.
Ain't no way.
Read some leather.
I'm
You
about-
sure on the subject? Okay.
At this big age, at 34, I'm about to be down bad like this. It's one thing to be like, all right, kind of in your feelings, because sometimes that shit do happen. You can't control. But snitching, nah, that's something you can control, my boy.
I think you can control the other shit too. I
No,
mean,
I
that's
mean,
just me.
sometimes-
You get in your feelings.
Yeah, like sometimes you like,
But even
dang, man.
even if he fell for sure, like, damn, I fell for it.
You fucking
got,
married,
you
nigga.
got- exactly. Walk away.
Right, you
Like,
married,
you
she
already-
married, she a skis.
Right. You know she fucking everybody. Like,
For the team.
The fact that they try
The
to
literal definition of for the team. The literal definition.
she is definitely for the squad.
for the
Like,
squad.
Yeah, I'm not taking that back. We married.
Can't
too?
do that, man.
We married.
Unless he
so
was,
like I said,
unless he was getting something on the side.
if he knows of it and it's like he's doing his thing, like if they have an agreement, they have understanding.
But if you have an open marriage, you have an open marriage, and that's
Right.
That's a whole other thing. But with the story, they've been saying he's very
He's very
conservative.
religious. Yeah.
He's very religious. He's not.
And we
Once
don't know
again,
that,
that
to
could
be
be
true
for
or
the
not.
story.
Yeah,
That
we
could
don't
just be
know.
for the
I
story.
mean, I'm the one saying. I mean, because that's what I've heard, but we don't know.
We don't.
Yeah, for the story. But again, but you took her back. Because again, it still don't make sense. Y'all are on the out, y'all are talking, y'all are close to divorce. And now I'm
quote
taking
unquote.
her. Exactly. And now I'm taking, like, what? This
Right,
is
and
the nail in the coffin. Like,
that
boom.
also was her story though.
Like, all right, we are, like, all right.
To gain some sympathy, like, oh, he wasn't there. Like, duh, you get your back blown out by 6 different niggas. Of course, he wasn't there for you.
He didn't need to be there for
He
you.
shouldn't
It
have been
sounds
there
like
for you.
somebody.
You have
sound
6
like-
other people that could have been. Like,
Sound like it was covered, baby. That shit is funny. And they got all type of pictures of it. Like, it's literally it's wild because it's like literally every race too. Like, it's white, black,
Yeah.
Mexican.
No, I'm talking- it's
Like, she
two-
didn't give a fuck.
it's 2 of each. She had a pair.
And she was fucking
She
everything.
had 3.
She
She
was-
had 3 pair.
I wonder if she was fucking bitches too.
I'm curious. Again, I feel
It
like
seemed like she might have been. I mean, if she was down for the foe.
Like, I feel like it might have been. I feel like it might have been way more to that story than just the 6 that got called up.
That's for sure. That's them probably just the 6 police officers, probably some paramedics.
This is
firefighters.
funny. His boss said, "I don't know how he's doing it. He's more of a man than I am. He's
me,
trying to
nigga.
salvage his marriage."
Be me, nigga.
Hey, that is hilarious, bro.
Yo, this nigga is a sucker.
Oh my god.
And the crazy thing is, Shorty not. I mean, looks are, whatever. Shorty not even that bad to be risking
She
it all.
not
like
though. Like she looked
Her
like
sex
she.
game got to be amazing.
No,
then.
it's probably got crazy neck.
Damn, Jedediah looked like Jedediah.
Did you see the thing where it was like a reel and it was like, oh,
Have you seen her?
Yeah, I seen her. I know she,
you see the video?
it's a little clip of her like riding a
Look at this picture right here.
mechanical horse.
Got me dead,
No,
nigga.
that's fucking shit. No,
You roll over and see that in the morning,
bro. It was a real. It was like, oh,
that picture got me dead. I'm about to show it to y'all,
It was
so
like-
y'all can see this picture, man, because this picture is fucking hilarious.
Shorty like, she's like, it's fake or whatever. But she's like, I think he's been staying at work lately a lot. Blah 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 blah. And they're like, no, they said she's just a coworker. Look, I wouldn't worry about her. Look, this is her. And then like they show like the cop, which is clear like she doesn't look like something you worry about. But you know what I mean.
I can't get the picture for y'all, but I'm gonna try because this picture is fucking hilarious.
I know, chat. I know y'all done seen. Y'all know who we talking about. Chat.
I mean,
no, but it's just
that
the particular picture he wants to show.
This picture is fucking
That
hilarious.
face is terrible. Imagine you roll over to that. Her face is long. It's like round.
Instantly.
It's round and long. Like,
Long faces usually give good head. I don't know.
That's a fact, or
I mean, I don't know if it's an actual fact.
I'm about to say.
Long faces I've come
We
across.
taking a poll right now.
Long faces I've come across.
This nigga nuts. I have no idea.
I want you to really go through your catalog and think about who gave you some of them.
Think about it. You start thinking about every girl you messed with and the shape of her head.
And think about the longer face versus the shorter face, and let me know who gave you the better head.
Crazy.
What Charlie say?
I don't even know.
Something about a Komodo dragon.
See, you
Nobody
knew what Charlie was talking
He the
about.
last comment.
Never knew what a bitch got that Komodo dragon. Never know when a bitch got a Komodo dragon. Because she got that long ass tongue and a long face. They got a. I'm not saying, short faced chicks don't have good head. I'm just saying the long faces are usually satisfied.
I ain't got no comment for that. I never paid attention to
All the short face want to hop in the comments.
Niggas gonna search for them scream man.
No, getting that from the Crimson Chin is fucking shit.
Yo. Skeezies are the easiest to fall in love with.
Well, people, if you ever wonder what our group thread looked like, this is a perfect example.
Oh my God. Komodos could swallow a whole deer. I mean, that's true. That's true. Oh man, but we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we got some more police brutality, I guess you could say that was. But this is definitely actual brutality is worse. So we'll be right back, y'all.
That nigga really snitched.
That ain't it. That ain't it. It's not going to be. Mirror, mirror in my car. Why these niggas so far? Objects and mirrors ain't closer than they are, but these niggas ain't on what I'm on. Damn, I ball. I ain't got no ball. I say I'm on, but I ain't on. They applaud, I get applause. I know I'm awesome. Yeah, I'm a playboy, baby, but sometimes you gotta pause them and they're them all. They ain't all playing possum. If they like games, I got a little, they can buy some. I don't give samples. The only way that you can try some is if I hit you with a little line and sell them, pull up on the clear. They stop and stare. I pull up on the clear. They stop and stare. I pull up on the clear. They stop and stare. I pull up on the clear. They stop and stare. Yeah, they on me like a loan. I put them on. They on me like a loan. I put them on. They on me like a loan. I put them on. They on me like a loan. I put them on. Yeah. I flip my hair. They're like, whoop, Ric Flair. I'm not whoop. Mike Jones. They want me before I'm on. They want to know what flow I'm on. Like a Mac, I'm on top with all the cheese. I might just bring a foreign home. Bring her back. You want to get fly like me, you can't cause you a gnat. Trying to get inside the club, but you can't cause you in that. I got on off like it don't cost and I don't camp. And that's on camp. That ain't no cap. The cash on camp. Like at the Met. Middle little play. That ass for fact. What you on? I'm trying to slide. She asked me where you from. They I'm from the fire. I said, okay, that's cool. I like your vibe. We hop back in the whip. Oh, she took a ride to the other side. Oh, you look so thick. I bet you get that from your mama's side. Don't mind all the gangsters and the money, but you come inside. You gon' have a seat for you a sip. You drink the Rossi, right? If you don't got to say two, just pick your pose and you can choose. Is you some type of player? No, I'm not, baby. I'm super fly. Then why you move so smooth like that? And don't you tell me what I like. Well, for me to do that, I have to really care about what you like. And I ain't about to tell you lies. I am not the type of guy to care. They stop and stare. I pull up on the Claire. They stop and stare. I pull up on the Claire. They stop and stare. I pull up on the Claire. They stop and stare. Yeah, they on me like a long. I put them on. They on me like a long. I put them on. They on me like a long. I put them on. They on me like a long. I put them on. Pull up on the Claire. They stop and stare. I pull up on the Claire. They stop and stare. I pull up on the Claire. They stop and stare. I pull up on the Claire. They stop and stare. Yeah, they on me like a long. I put them on. They on me like a long. I put them on. They on me like a long. I put them on. They on me like a long. I put them on. Pull up on the Claire. They stop and stare. I pull up on the Claire. Yeah, they on me like they on me long. I put them on. I put them on. They on me like they on me long. I put them on.
Welcome back to TimbukTuesday. That was Kashmir with the St. Clair Knights. The picture that you see here, this was from the show on Saturday. We did it at the Growing Wings Adult Service Center. It was pretty dope, man. It was pretty fun. Like I said earlier, I tried to keep it clean as much as possible, but then I ended up saying, fuck this shit. But it was dope, though. It was dope. Shout out to Lex. So we did want to get into some more police stuff, but before we do that, we had some stuff that we wanted to talk about. But I'm gonna shout out another sponsor while we get fully ready for that conversation. Shout out to Growing Wings Adult Services. That's where we did the show at Saturday. They have over 7 years of experience of taking care of adults with a disability. So if you need any help with your loved ones, call Lisa today at 234-334-7547.
Another shout out to the good people at Incredible Keepsake. T-shirts, cups, binders, keychains, you name it. Incredible Keepsakes can make it and customize it for you. The official merchandise provider of Redline Radio LLC and our show host. Call 440-242-9648 or go to their website at www.incrediblekeepsakes.com. And as Diane would say, cherished moments are made to last forever. I feel like that's like the Reading Rainbow thing. Like, you know what I mean? Made to last forever. Yeah,
that's her version of like a K Jewelers.
Right.
Kiss begins with K.
Right. Thinking of cherished moments. So
my time is valuable. That's how I'm gonna start this shit. So before we get to that cop shit, we were discussing a random thing
that
before the
cop
show.
shit.
Yeah, because that's some bullshit. Like we gonna get to
it
that.
is. You right.
So
you
it's
right.
that's some bullshit. Because I got a whole. We gonna go off a tangent. So I randomly seen the clip, this random post, and what is y'all threshold for someone being late
on a date?
Yes. first, like even on the first, like again, you try to make your first. For me, I'll start. I can get maybe 10 minutes, depending on how our conversation prior to everything has been going. If this is a first date, and allowing like, or what your communication is like. 20 minutes, no, because I feel like that's unfair for me. Because at that point, it's like, especially if you knew about this all day, you're supposed to be ready. Because I know personally, I turned down or I left. I was supposed to go on a date with a girl, and then like I turned around and met her. I was supposed to meet her at her house. I meet her at her house. She was gone. She was doing some other shit, and I'm just like, I'm not waiting that. I'm like, she's like, oh, I'm on my way back. I can turn. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like you knew I was coming here at this time. I talked to you, whatever. Da 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 da. Hey, we still on for the night? Yes. I get there. You're not at your home for me to pick you up. I went home. I turned back and just went home. Like, fuck it. If you not, I don't act like my time's valuable. Like I'm treating you like your time's valuable. I showed up on time. If you gave a legit reason, yeah, maybe. But even then, that still doesn't. I feel like you can't you just get walked on. I understand the whole concept how most people be like, oh, girls are always late. Nah, because when they on time for other shit, figure it out.
But are they?
Yeah,
the same thing.
It's been girls I've dated. They're always late for me, but then because you allow it. So why I can be if you allow it, I can be late with you. If you're not going to allow it, yeah, then if you make it a thing, like, all right, let me correct this action. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm just saying because what you allow, people will take people. Because again, I feel like we are all three genuinely nice people, and what I've been noticing for myself, just over different things, people will step on you easily if you let them. So, and this is not saying this is a big step, but at some point, like man, like if I'm here on time, why can't you?
So you think because this all stemmed from you sending us something. Just to give a little clarity, I'm not sure if it was given, but you think in this particular situation, you think this young lady learned her lesson? You think now she's going to be on time?
It's not as matter about her learning her lesson, but then you don't have to do it with it. Again, it's a thing. It's something she may not remember it, but you know that your time is valuable. I don't even know if they continue the date after that.
That's what I'm saying. Like you think now she's like, oh shit, I'll be 5 minutes early next time.
Yeah, you gotta be 5 minutes. Just show up on time. It's the whole thing. If you on time, you late. If you early, you're on time. Take it serious. If it's about money, like again, it's accountability. I'm not saying things don't happen, but if I know if I can be late with you, if someone owed you money, if I borrow $20 from you and you don't make me pay it back, or you don't say nothing, then Duty know, and then Duty start borrowing, then you just like, well, niggas ain't paying me my money back. Because you're not making us pay it back. You ain't addressing it. And anything else in life, we address it.
So,
say what y'all got to say.
No, I'm about to. Because actually, when we talked about this before we got live, and I had the whole thing, and I'm back off a little bit, but I'm still going to keep my same energy. I'm backing off a little bit just because when you started mentioning stuff, like it honestly is case by case.
Which is fair. But first date, if it's first date, use a little wiggle room, and again, I give like a 10-minute allowance, but that's not even then. It's not gonna be an every time thing.
Like when you initially described the situation and you said it, I'm like, all right, cool. So me, it's like, all right, we already out. I just play the bar for 20 minutes. Like I'm just gonna play the bar. At this point, I'm here. Like there's alcohol at the bar, so you can just sit there. You can get your drinks.
Oh, that's the other thing, right? That's what.
They were at a bar, right?
Yeah, that's the other thing I wanted. It was another random scenario because if I don't say it, I'm Shorty was upset. If your food come first before her food, are you eating?
I'm probably at least nibbling.
Okay, because it was another thing.
I'm nibbling for sure.
I feel like the thing I sent, the thing I seen because I forgot it. But that's when
I share, but I'm eating.
When he mentioned the bar, that's what prompted. It was another random clip. A girl was upset. Or no, this might have been a radio story. A girl was upset because the guy's food came out first, so he started eating. She was upset that he started eating that, and then he had finished his food by the time her food came out. I don't know what he was served, but he finished his food by the time his food came out, and he sat there and got another drink while she was eating. Okay. And I'm just like, she was like, no, but we're supposed to be eating together. And I'm just like,
I mean, I don't mean personally, I don't see the problem. I mean,
I'll
try not to finish it, but it depends on how long it took for your food to get back.
Again,
like
so
was it a salad? Like, did I have like
I don't know.
my whole full
I don't
course
know.
meal?
Somebody made a good point. It was like, man, my food's supposed to get cold. When your food
That's what I'm about to say. Like,
right.
I don't know, but back to your. I just had to get it because that's. Remember, I said it was the other thing. So that was
no.
it.
I mean, no. So
what up, dear?
So in this situation, like when you first read it, I'll just go off, or not read it. Excuse me. When you first explained the situation,
Charlie said, "Fuck you gonna do? Wait till it get cold."
Right, women are weird. Just like the other that we can talk about that quick too. The valet shit, like all this shit weird. But no, like if I'm already at the spot, if I'm at the establishment already, like I'm gonna just play the bar. Now, granted. So for me, you said 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
And Jack.
20 minutes, like I'm probably still playing the bar. Like, all right, man, some bullshit probably happened, whatever. She gonna have to cop some pleas, apologize, something. You know what I mean? But I would personally just play the bar and just chalk it up. Like I know you said it is what you allow. I just assume, no offense, ladies, I assume y'all always late to everything. And maybe y'all not. But I don't know. And then
it depends on the communication.
Again, it's a
but we don't know if she
of
was
everything.
or wasn't communicating.
Yeah, it's a factor of everything for me. But in that scenario, just in general, like I get like a 10 minutes allowance. Then it'd be like, fuck all this.
Because but I do feel that because it'd be at certain points where it'd be like,
and especially if y'all been in communication, like, I'll give a scenario. Oh, a young lady I dated, she was late for fucking everything. But then when it came to her friends, on time.
I mean,
it was on like you're on time for your friends. Oh, I didn't want to be upset. I didn't want to make them upset, but it's okay to do that shit with me. Like my time doesn't matter. Like again, like you do it with most people.
You do it with people who allow it.
Yeah, you can get away with certain people. You can get away with certain people. I'm not even making a big issue, but they be like, all right, if I want to do something, I want to be on time for it. Why are you being lackadaisical? Even if it's something I'm just excited about. I don't give a fuck. It's a concert, movie, fucking we going skating. If they open at 8, I want to be there at 7:59.
Now there is things where I am more like, hey, look, like if the movie start at whatever
I will be less like
if the reservation is at 8, do we need to be there at 7:50?
Yeah.
But like if it's like, all right, a meet and then we going to the bar, like all right, seems like he got there before her, like he didn't pick her up. It seems like. Because he also could have swooped her.
He could have swooped her. I mean,
we don't know. He might have offered a swooper. We don't know.
Which is fair, but then also is that not like you're kind of making it his fault?
No, I'm just
I'm not trying to make it. I'm not trying to make it his
just
fault.
Saying he could have swooped her. Like again, we don't know. But it's like,
I mean, sometimes
you're taking it off of her when it's her. She's being late.
Well, sometimes
because even then, if she ain't ready to come out the house yet, you sitting in her driveway. You still like because in my scenario that happened. I went to go get Shorty. She wasn't even at the house. So me, she would have had to come to the house, get ready.
Get ready. Damn.
Like nah, like nigga, I left.
No, in your situation, I'd have left too.
I might have left too, but she also could have been ready.
That's true.
I don't know if she was or not. I don't know. I'm just saying she could have been, and she could have came ready. Potentially, I don't know.
For this particular situation, the guy leaving, 20 minutes into waiting. I am on both sides of this. Like, I totally understand because don't waste my time. I mean, if I make time for you, especially if I'm a busy person already, and you take my time for granted, absolutely. You're gonna have to catch me the next time, or it might not be a next time. However, I want to know what the communication was like, because if she was telling them, "Hey, I'm this far out," and maybe he went super early.
To be fair, I understand that, and I love that nigga to death. He'll be like, "I'm on my way," and that nigga ain't left the house yet. Like, so,
I thought about
niggas do that. So like,
niggas do that.
Because you'll start gauging. Because you be like, "All right, I'm on my way." Like, where you at? Oh, I'm on Chagrin and this. Okay, that is approximately 10 minutes from where we are. 15 minutes later. So like it just adds up. So like it's fair.
Adrian said, shout out to Adrian. Shout out Virgo. She said if she make you wait that long without a valid excuse, she ain't feeling you. I won't say that. I won't say that much. I mean, she could be. I mean, you a woman, so you would know.
Who is that? Is that Adrian?
No, Adrian.
Adrian?
Yes.
Hey, is that fair to say though? Because even then, what excuse? Because anything, if you have a kid, you can always make an excuse. Like at some point, but even then, like you could like, I understand both sides, but it's like as an adult, you make sure things are getting handled in a timely manner.
Yeah.
Like you can be like, oh, I forgot my babysitter. My babysitting wasn't here. Like if anybody else, if me and Adrian, if me and Adrian had a date at 8, I got my son. Boom. That means I need the babysitter there in half an hour early, so they're there on time, so I can get.
Know life don't ever work like that.
I mean, but you gotta plan it. So even if the babysitter's late, I'm still on time.
That's facts.
Like if you don't plan shit out, you just don't plan.
If the babysitter don't get if the date is at 8, but the babysitter don't get there till 8,
no,
then what you gonna do?
But I'm saying again, I got half an hour early, whatever. Don't like. I'm just using that. You gotta make.
But the babysitter. What if you tell the babysitter to get there early and they still get there late? You can't leave till the babysitter get there.
Fair enough, but again, if you don't plan it out, you don't plan it out.
Andy said, "Because I'm trying to have you waste my time. Get on my line, because I got time. I got some time to waste." Charlie says some women just slow as fuck and wait till the last minute.
So then but then they not slow as fuck. They procrastinate. Right. Being slow and procrastinating is two different things.
That's facts. Adrian said if she attempted to make an excuse, then it's because she's still interested. So the part of her being interested in this case, I don't think really matters because
she ended up getting there though, right? Didn't
she get there? So the video shows Shorty was in the bar. Now, granted, I don't know if this is a past story, the current, it just happened, what? Right. But he was like, "You got there, like you just now got there. I've been there. I left."
Yeah, so I feel like 20 minutes ain't that outrageous to me.
That's the only reason why I'm because the 20 minutes is that's why
20 minutes ain't that outrageous to me.
I'm just playing the bar. That's the only reason I think I stuck
20 minutes. 20 minutes that outrageous.
Yeah, because the question was what's your limit, and 20 doesn't fall past mine yet.
And that means if she got there 20 minutes late and he was already gone, that means he left at like 15.
True.
No, that could have missed each other in the parking lot type shit. I mean, again, we don't know. We're splitting hairs at that point.
That's what I'm saying. But 20 minutes is again, it's all case by case. But like when we say wasting time, I've already set a allotted amount of time. So I don't think that extra 20 minutes for me. And
you missed 20 minutes of my time at that point.
Yeah, and then I already set the time to the side, whether it been an hour or 2 hours. So now instead of 2 hours, it's an hour and 40 minutes.
Yes, I can see an hour, but 20 minutes is a tight time frame. I mean, I feel like even 30 minutes to 45 minutes is pretty long.
Even fucking Cindy's birthday, I pulled up. Like I had all intentions of getting there before 8, and I got there late. I mean, it wasn't 20 minutes. But I'm just saying, like shit happens.
I mean, fair enough. I understand that, but I'm just saying in general. Like again,
everybody's sensitive these days.
Everybody gets passes for certain things, etc. But again, we just what's your limit? Like,
but at that point, you already there.
My limit, I think, is 40. For me, it's
40 minutes. Seems like a long time because again,
45 minutes.
Your typical date
is. But if you play the bar at that point.
But if that's what
at
your
that
intentions,
point, but if I'm playing the bar at that point,
then I'm like,
at this point, no, you there. You already left the crib.
Then I'm hanging out. I'm
hanging out. But she ain't a part of it at this point. Like,
well, that's
when she get there, she could. What's up?
You can blend in, but now you hang. You playing the bar. Now you hang with some
drinks
other shorty.
Ain't on me no more.
You hang with some other shorty. You politicking the bartender now. You vibing with the bartender. Now shorty walk up. You about to blow your shot. The bartender feeling you done work this angle.
Shorty was late, baby girl. What's up with you?
And that's probably how the conversation started. So
I'm just saying. So in that situation, 20 minutes is not. But again, it's case by case. Like if you habitually, like if it's the first time, I personally can like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, first date, I can give it.
Nah, if you like,
but it's like you said, if it's habitual,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like at some point, it's gonna become. I feel like it become a habitual because.
That would be also the expectation set. Like, hey, this ain't expectations. As soon as this come, this ain't gonna fly next time. I mean,
right.
So if we go on another date and you 20 minutes late, I'm cool. Like you can just go ahead. I don't care how great this date goes. I don't care if I get something after this. Like this is a pet peeve type thing.
I don't know if it's a pet peeve for me. It's just like, what is it? Does it classify as a pet peeve or just a standard?
I mean, a standard, but I mean, it's a pet peeve that like really gets to you. I hate when people late type shit.
No, because I don't hate when people late. It's just you understand certain things.
So you said 10 minutes?
I'm saying in that type of scenario, because again, I pulled up on Shorty wasn't at the house and I left.
No, but I'm just asking.
Like, I just took my ass back home.
Was she on the way?
So 10
I
minutes.
don't know. She was at our friend's house, like, oh, you know, I'm doing this. I'm like, but you knew we had a date set. We had a date set at this time. Why are you over there? Even at this time, you should have been even at best, you should be in the house right now getting ready. Like, I don't know. Again, I don't know if the shit's right or wrong. It's just maybe I might have been. I might have been.
There's no right or wrong.
I might have been. I had an attitude that day. He was like, you know what? Fuck this.
That's why I said it's case by case. But what is your? So what? 10 minutes?
I feel like at best 20, because I'm not pushing a half an hour.
But that was 20.
I'm just saying in general. That brought up the conversation. Like, again, that's what happened with Shorty. That was dudes.
But I'm saying that was 20 minutes.
For me,
then you say he left within 20 minutes.
That's what she said. So again, we don't even know if it was actual 20 minutes.
30 minutes pending communication. And that's pending communication.
I can agree with that. Depending on communication, depending on where, because even then I'm still slightly getting annoyed, but I'm trying to work through that, and I'm gonna work through that while you're not there.
If it's 10 minutes and I message you, hey, where you at, or what's your ETA, and you say nothing,
that's fair.
I'm out.
For sure.
If it's been 10 minutes and you ain't saying shit.
Matter of fact, that shit that happened, I hit you was like, hey nigga, let's go to the bar. Because I was already out the house. I just turned what would have been a date to a hangout to kick it with somebody else if they were available. But even then, that wasn't my intended plans for the night. So yeah, I had to 20, like 20, maybe 30 pending conversation. Yeah. Because if we set plans, because you ain't gonna you're not gonna miss your flight to the airport. You're not going to miss these other things where there's a time.
I know a lot of women that miss flights. I'm like,
I know.
How the fuck do you play with the airport like that? I don't. Even before I had pre-check TSA, I think the one time we missed the flight the one time, and then the other
wasn't our fault. That wasn't our fault.
The other time I thought we was gonna miss our flight though. When this nigga Ellis was supposed to drop us off at the airport, and we was calling this nigga, and we was literally about to drive past this nigga house.
Wait, was that when you asked me to do it?
It might have been. It might have been. I don't know.
No, but we got to the airport with 45 minutes to spare.
Niggas, this was on Home Alone style. Was running through the airport.
Nigga said, Kevin.
This nigga Ellis was like, oh, I had my alarm set, but I slept through it. Sir, what are you doing?
I mean,
nigga, you can't be playing like
that
this.
happens.
It happens, but even then, but you know somebody you're around to the airport. If you that tired, just tell me no, and I'll pay for parking.
We about to keep pushing. We literally.
I mean, some shit like that. That nigga, I'd sleep at your house if I gotta leave early.
I mean, I might have got off of work and he was already meeting me at the house. Even then, but you sleeping at the house, that's still something.
Yeah,
but
we made it though.
Yeah, we made it. So
and shout out to Ellis, you got us there. But yeah, I expect women to be late to everything.
So I mean, all right. So say you stay after the 20 minutes. Do you treat her different? Do you?
I feel like me where I'm at in life now. I've always been blunt, so I feel like now I'll address it like, hey, if two scenarios, if she communicated or she didn't communicate. If she made it within my window without communicating, I will address it like, hey, I appreciate it if you let me know. If she was communicating off rip without even telling her, you kind of got the pass it like, all right, well, you explain it, and then when she get there, I'll tell her, like, hey, I appreciate you filling me in on why you were late or what was going on.
Don't be late again.
But don't let that shit happen again.
I mean, you gotta say, I don't even have to say that at that point because I feel like it's all about your effort.
I don't care if your babysitter got there late. Leave little Jimmy there by himself. That's crazy. This nigga nuts.
I never said that, but I definitely had to happen though.
I know I ain't want to talk about it.
That was funny. I didn't even find out until like I feel like you fucking bad parent. What's wrong with you?
For me,
you still know that girl? She's still a parent. Is she all right?
Her kid's still alive.
Shout out to the kid being alive.
Her kid got to be grown by now. Now I think about it.
Almost.
Oh shit.
She gotta be about 26. I'm just throwing ages out there, people.
Somebody really out there doing the math. That's the crazy part. Somebody out here like, she 26. This nigga was done.
CEO. I think after she pull up, the conversation definitely is gonna be, hey, what was that? If I waited 20 minutes, and it was very minimal conversation, like, hey, I'm just running late. Because I definitely give you a little bit of a leeway if you at least say, hey, I'm running late.
I think the maddest I've been, and It was my fault because I did it. I was taking somebody out for their birthday, and shorty this. So I had to work the reservation, which was a bum ass Cheesecake Factory. I hate that place.
That's cool, Adrian.
It was for 7. Shorty decided to start getting micros. It was like at noon. I said, "You gotta be fucking kidding me, dog." I said, "What?" So Shorty in the process of getting micros. Start at noon. Y'all been there. Y'all know micros ain't no quick fix. Y'all know that shit was gonna
They
be
call
done.
micros for a
You
reason.
know that shit was gonna be done by 7. But we just had to get to a point where they like almost done, but they not done. Y'all know when we get to that point.
She did the outside, so she could do the ponytail.
When the update is almost done, but you can still play the game. Dog, but that shit didn't happen until like 9 o'clock, bro. I was so mad. I still went though. I took that girl out for her birthday.
Shout out to you.
Happy birthday to her. Whenever her birthday was.
But I took her out for her birthday.
The fact that you were mad, again, I applaud you for staying there, but even then it'd be like at some point, like how was she? Was she apologetic? Was she like, "I'm sorry, I knew you"? Did she know about the plans, or did she just know you were going to do?
She knew, and then tried to. That was my thing too. I hate when women or people in general act like they don't know what the situation is. Like, dog, you know your birthday coming up for weeks, for years, for your whole life. Why are you trying to get micros 6 hours before you want me to take you off for your birthday?
She wanted to look fire for you, bro.
Dog, you gotta look fire like a week.
Oh my god!
Like micros.
I thought he was about to say, "Oh, I don't even fucking like micros."
Not if you're gonna start them 6 hours before the fucking link.
Right. That definitely will suck.
But even that though, like my thing is like people like micro. I mean, like that's a situation where it'd be like, dog, you knew your birthday was coming. Why are you trying to get your nails done 2 hours before the kick it? Like you should have got your nails done this morning or yesterday.
That's part of the plan. Like if you know the baby, you got a date at this. Make sure the babysitter. Make sure if you got to drop the
babysitter.
Off,
That also means you ain't gonna be dressed. So if you getting your hair done, you getting micros. You ain't in clothes to go out, right?
I told y'all so.
Again, all of this, I feel like all of this is just poor planning. And again, if anything else, and I feel like it's poor planning on certain people because you can get away with it because you wouldn't want nobody to do this on your time. So why would you do this to someone else's time?
Yeah,
that's the equivalent. Like, oh, I got a date with Shorty. Shit, I'm about to take my car up to the dealership real quick. Get an oil change. It's gonna be 4 hours.
You gotta get the wash. You know what I mean? You thought the wash gonna be quick. I don't know.
Nah, nigga, you know how everybody know, like, oh, my washing machine take an hour.
No,
my dryer take an hour.
I'm talking about the car wash.
Oh, you talking about the car wash?
Yeah,
even then.
You swore to the dealership real quick. Oh, well, my wash is free at the dealership. You swore to the dealership real quick.
Big money. No. I'm paying for mine.
Oh, well, shout out to Volkswagen. Maybe you should get a Volkswagen.
I thought about it.
Hey, Volkswagen, where's that, bro?
I thought about getting
maintenance.
That maintenance is shitty. But that's
regular maintenance. Volkswagen maintenance, Benz maintenance, it's the same maintenance.
I want a Range Rover. That's all I just really want this Range Rover. I don't know why, but all of a sudden maybe it'll pass, but as of now, I just want this fucking Range Rover.
Oh, yeah, get that.
I'm gonna figure it out.
We're gonna transition into the next talk. I was trying to find something how to segue into it, but I couldn't find nothing.
No transition, man. We just got
there is no good transition for this because this is definitely something.
If I said I beat up, maybe,
but that would be terrible to say. Thinking of beatings,
very true.
But no, on some real shit. So within this month, there was a tragic death of Trey Nichols. He was brutally beaten by 5 cops, which happened to be 5 black cops. I'm gonna read some of the story here, and we could break this down. Investigators have confirmed that the Memphis Police Department has requested the 5 former officers terminated after beating and death of Trey Nichols to be decertified. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me fix this right here. So the certification request from MPD was submitted to the Tennessee Peace Officer Standards and the Post, basically. The Post, a spokesman with the state confirmed. So what we know, individuals can wait a minute. This I need the extra article. So this article is not good. Anyway, a lot of people I know talking about too much information talked about this on Saturday. So Trey Nichols, he was brutally beat by 5 cops. They pulled him over for a traffic violation, quote unquote, and they tried to pull him out the car. They actually did pull him out the car. Apparently, he ran from them when he got pulled out the car, and he was tased. He was beaten all 80 feet from his mom's house. You could hear him in the video. Apparently, you can hear him calling for his mom. You can hear him, saying, I'm not resisting and all this other stuff. Yet they continue to beat him. The officers' names were Justin Smith, Emmett Martin, Desmond Miles Jr., Demetrius Holly, and Tadarius Bean. That nigga sound like a black man.
Hang them niggas. I got the rope right here.
So Darius Holly, if I'm not mistaken, is the reason why all this went down, apparently, from reports. Before we get into that, how y'all feel about this situation?
This is the first today. Literally, it's the first time I've heard about this story. As y'all, most people know, I'm not on social media, so for my mental, because I just don't need this type of shit. Not saying it's not informative, not that it's not needed, but my core can't. This is terrible, because then this just seems like it's abuse of power. It's 5 officers for 1 person. Like, I understand, and that doesn't even add up, because traditionally it's usually two in a car.
Yeah,
y'all don't need that many for 1 person. We don't need that many for a stop. Like, we don't need 5 cops for a stop. What are y'all doing? Like, you can, the 5th person, you should be doing something else. It's already two people already pulled up. I'm assuming the first 2 people were in the car together. And I'm assuming the next 2 people were in the car together. That 5th person, that's overkill. You don't even need to be there. Nigga, go pull someone else over. Go do a traffic stop. Like, this is terrible how you can see the abuse of power. I'm also upset that there's black people, because like an example need to be made. Is every scenario with a cop a bad one? No. This one is a clear example of someone abusing their power.
Yeah.
Taking their role and like, all right, it's one thing, everybody has their jobs and has a way I can benefit from this. Oh, I got to hook up here. Oh, I work here so I can get this because I know somebody who do this. There's no real way to explain this without it. Like, there's nothing you can say to be like, yeah, it was justified. I didn't even see the video. I don't want to see the video. But from what you just described, like, all right, why aren't handcuffs on this man?
Yeah, they according to,
it's 5 of y'all. Y'all tased them, and at this point, y'all are just punching. Y'all punching or kicking.
Beat that nigga, man.
Handcuffs ain't got nothing to do with it though, because that wasn't their intention.
I understand,
what up,
but
guys?
that's why I'm saying, like, it's clearly shown, like, he's not even detained. Like, y'all got to tase him. At that point, the taser alone should have dropped him.
To my knowledge, I didn't watch the video. I turned it on, but I didn't finish watching it. To my knowledge, he got tased and then he ran.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
I'm
not watching that shit.
She said there were 6 cops. The last one was white. He was tasing him.
My first thought, and it's not a race thing by any means, because at the end of the day, it's just
is terrible policing.
Yeah, it's crooked cops against civilians. But my first thought was when I seen that it was 5 black cop and 5 black cops. I'm like, damn, they about to fry these niggas, and they should. But you think about all of the, you think about it in the past where all the white officers have got off, and they're going to, I feel like personally that they're going to use this. They're going to fry these niggas as they should. And they're going to be like, see, we getting these people up out of here. We getting these bad cops out of here. Where it's really not that. They give 5 cops who happen to be black who are no longer cops. So now you're just black men, and they're gonna get them out of here again, which they should, because they committed a terrible crime and they should fry. But all of the cops who abuse their power should fry. Yeah. That's the bigger point. But I feel like this is gonna be the issue, like, or not the issue, but the point. Like, see, we doing something out here. We getting them out of here. We're cleaning up the police force. No, y'all not. Now they're not police. It's just 5 black men. Well, and y'all gonna fry them as y'all should.
Right. Which makes it like what makes it worse. As I was saying, I believe it's the officer Demetrius Holly. The whole reason why, like when I first heard about this story, instantly I said, was he targeted? Because from what I heard and how they explained the video, like he didn't resist. He wasn't like any type of drug person or anything like that. He wasn't doing anything crazy, yet they still did what they did to him. So I'm like, was he targeted? Thinking like maybe, he was a pawn in somebody else's shit. Well, apparently, he was either dating or had some type of relations with Demetrius Holly's ex-girlfriend. So after,
cops are suckers.
This nigga's a whole ass nigga in general.
This is like way worse. Like, fall in love with the skis is one thing, but this nigga, like, you killed somebody just because
your ex-girlfriend.
Gotta move on, man.
Like, your ex-girlfriend. Like, no, there's no call. Like, you trying to get her back? Like, you're trying, like
crazy.
It's nothing to justify you trying to scare away some nigga off of some, I hate to say it in this manner, off some coochie you don't even claim anymore.
It was confirmed because he sent a picture of his condition to the cops. Sent the condition of Nichols to the ex-girlfriend. I mean, I don't know what
like
messages.
I beat your nigga up.
Yeah. So like,
and it wasn't even like,
it's not even a fair fight.
Yeah, you don't even get no credit for you did it. And you did it so that in theory the fight, you did it so that it all swung on your side, so he couldn't fight back. Because if he fight back, now he's arrested for assaulting an officer,
if not shot.
Then y'all, it wasn't a one-on-one fight. It was what somebody said. It was 6 of them. It was 6 of y'all.
It was 6 cops, and he's not fighting back because he knows his repercussions. So he literally complied. He did everything he was supposed to do, besides technically running away.
Nah, like I said, at that point,
at that point, you're fighting for your life.
At that point, it's fight or flight kicked in.
Right.
And you can't fight. You already, even if you want to, you know you can't, because the 6 is 6 on 1, and 6 with guns.
And they're supposedly trained, so they can fight.
That's
enough, right?
I've seen a couple cops that's just.
They're supposed to be able to physically be able to detain someone. They're supposed to be physically trained to be able to stop a fight. They're supposed to be physically trained to be able to disarm or disable a.
Throw the whole book at this nigga. That's at the end of the day, man.
Throw the book at all of them.
He couldn't fight back. This was Adrian. She said he couldn't fight back. He was handcuffed, and one cop was holding his hands behind his back, forcing him to take punches.
This damn near was an execution at this point.
This was definitely an execution.
So that shit, all 6, 5, whoever threw a punch, life, murder, death penalty, whatever.
Also, more people not involved necessarily in this, but it seemed like they was like necessarily like a gang or a ring. I think, and this is what I seen on the news, so it honestly also might not be true, but it was something where it could even be some firefighters and
EMT.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you.
I'm trying to find the EMTs. So this was all a complete hit.
Not necessarily.
Like they part of their little, what do you call it, Scorpion?
I think it's Scorpion Squad.
Okay, so they all were part of that too.
That's what I've heard reported. I don't know if it's true, but I think I did see something today over there. They said two firefighters were fired.
I see here the department's investigation found that the 2 EMTs responded based on the initial nature of the call and information that they were told on the scene, and failed to conduct an adequate patient assessment of Nichols. The fire chief said. So basically, they got false information. They didn't realize he was beat as bad as he was, according to the fire chief. Poll camera video released Friday showed that after the EMTs arrived and before the ambulance arrived, first responders repeatedly walked away from Nichols when Nichols immediately fell onto his side. Additionally, 2 deputies with the Shelby County Sheriff Office were put on leave last week pending an investigation after video of incident was released. I have concerns about 2 deputies who appeared on scene following the physical confrontation between police and Nichols. So basically, they got there. Everybody this is something that's normal. This is something that's normal for the Scorpion Squad, like you said. This is something that they do. So they're used to this. And with it being Memphis is a rough city. A lot of shit go down in Memphis. I when I went down there, it was cool. It was great. But I've heard from many people, don't make sure you ain't over here. Make sure you ain't over here. Shit, you could say here, obviously.
Yeah, right. I mean, everybody got that. Every city has their area when it's like, all right, you about to go over there. Be careful. Keep your head on the swivel. Don't look out for these people. Look out for those people. The cops don't come over here that often, or they'll get there late or whatever. So it'd be like, all right, if you going over there, do what you got to do in that area, then get out of there.
And since we talking about Memphis, R.I.P. Dolph, just got to say that.
R.I.P. Young Dolph. All right. So after the fire department firing were announced on Monday, so I guess they fired some people from the fire department.
Yeah, what I was talking about.
Trey Nichols' families, Antonio, I don't know how to say that name, said everybody on the scene was compliant in the man's death in one shape, form, or another. Somebody failed Trey Nichols, which they all failed Trey Nichols. I mean, the people that beat him obviously wanted that to happen to him, but I feel like if you're caught onto a scene, regardless of what they're telling you, you need to check the patient. That's my opinion.
I mean, but again, I don't know the EMTs in and outs, but it's not like it's not like they. I don't know if they have to take an oath like a doctor, like you have to save a patient's life. Like I don't know if they take that oath. I just never thought to do that research, but I would figure if you're being an EMT, my job is I'm here to save whatever.
Yeah.
Like, all right, he look if you bleeding out, like I ain't just gonna stick a band-aid. I'm like, all right, nigga, get up.
Which he might not have been bleeding out. He might have had a little bit of blood. He might have.
But you got that's at some point you're the EMT, you're the medic here. Right. You're supposed to do what was said. He didn't do a good. You did a once over, which you should have did a full thorough and lift your arm up, follow the light, or whatever the whole process is. You should have did. You probably didn't do you got him up, wipe the blood off. All right, you good.
Yeah. It definitely should have been way more action taken.
Because even then, because he went to the hospital, correct?
Yeah, he died in the hospital 3 days later.
Like y'all weren't trying to take that man to jail. Like y'all were trying to just scare him.
He didn't do anything to go to jail.
Yeah.
So he should have instantly been taken care of by the EMT, in my opinion. Of course, they probably used he was resisting. He also, he had the I guess them saying that he, the traffic violation, whatever the traffic violation, but most traffic violations is not a ticket. It's not a jailable offense.
Like, so even then, it's like, what are you saying to get me out of the car? That's why the whole I'm not saying all police are bad, but it's like y'all are giving way too much leeway because you get pulled over the cop and like, I smell weed. But if I ain't never smoked a day in my life, how are you smelling weed? But now all of a sudden you smell weed. Now I got to get out of my car. Now I got to do this. Like,
yeah. All right. So here goes something.
There's no way to hold that over in court. Now you want to search the car.
Here go the full story. The officer stopped Nichols for allegedly reckless driving, pulled him out the car, and used pepper spray and tased him. During the incident, Nichols managed to break away. When officers caught up with Nichols, they beat him for about 3 minutes, punching and kicking him in his head, striking him on the back with batons while he was resisting. Released footage of the traffic stop shows Nichols never fought back against the officers.
Is this a body cam?
It was a body cam. I knew it was a body cam footage.
I mean, I never seen the footage. I never seen the clip. I don't know. So I was curious. I didn't know if this is a bystander who recorded this.
No, this was body cam. Nichols and the 5 officers. The 5 officers were fired on January 20th, and on the 26th, they were arrested and charged with murder, kidnapping, assault, and misconduct. Two firefighters who were on the ambulance that took Nichols into the hospital were relieved of their duties pending an investigation. On the January 27th, the police department released 4 clips of edited videos showing events between 8:24 and 9:02. The preliminary results of an autopsy.
So less than 40 minutes.
Yeah. Commissioned by the family's attorney found excessive bleeding caused by a severe beating, which we kind of knew that part. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation and the United States Department of Justice both opened investigations. So you guys are going federal, like
yeah, they need to. You're on a federal job. If me working for the city,
it's a city job.
It's government. So essentially, with that being
city government,
I understand, but it's still. If I say that to say, if I do something, my paperwork is federal. It's the city government, but if something happens, like again, Flint, those officers went to feds. Like me working for the water company, some shit happens, the feds are coming in. Like it's not me going. I'm not going downtown.
Yeah.
No.
They just kind of talk about him being. Wow. Demetrius Holly was 30. He was a former corrections officer and was hired in 2020. Everybody else was him and Chadarius Bean was 24 was hired in 2020. Nichols was 2 minutes away from home when he was stopped at approximately 8:24 on January 7th, near the intersection of East Rains Road, Ross Road. The Memphis Police Department initially stated on January 8th that the traffic stop of Nichols was due to reckless driving. We seen that on 27th. They released the footage, determined what the probable cause was, and we have not been able to sustain that.
So did they say, again, I don't know the story, was the actual was the actual cause of him being pulled over? Because I'm assuming they checked the dash cams, etc.
They don't have. They actually have no probable cause.
So it wasn't. So it was a lie of their. I understand they said he was reckless driving. So, but when they reviewed the footage, he wasn't reckless driving.
There was no proof of a violation.
Man, fry these niggas.
Yeah, he was targeted. He was targeted at the traffic stop. Officers pulled Nichols out of his car. He says, "I didn't do anything." Officers shouted, "Get to the fucking ground. I'm going to tase your ass." Officer pulled Nichols to the ground about 8:24. Damn, so they put him over and instantly pulled him out. Like, so what is that about?
Yeah,
a struggle between the officers and Nichols, then attempted to pin Nichols to the ground, threatened him, yelled explosives, whatever, used pepper spray and tased him. Within 1 minute, people. That's within 1 minute. The pepper spray also hit several of the other officers. Ultimately, Nichols broke free and ran south on Ross Road, where he was pursued by at least 2 officers. 2 more police units arrived on the scene about 8:29. This is 5 minutes time. Wow. Footage shows that one officer who remained at the area of the traffic stop said, "I hope they stump his ass." That's kind of hilarious. It's not funny, but just the way you said it.
Nah, I hope, like, even with that comment being said, fry that nigga too.
Fry that nigga too, for sure.
Just off the strength, because this is what everybody can.
Like, why would you hope that?
This is what people are concerned about. Like, again, when shit like this happen, yeah, there's some good cops, but I don't know if you want or not. And even then, y'all have more on your side than I do. Like, it's literally, I have to jump through all these hoops to prove that you are a shitty person.
Because it's
where
me
you can just go off of
you.
You could just, he was drunk. Probable cause. I pulled him out because he was swerving. No, I wasn't. Yes, you were. You got to do what I say now.
So the white guy said that. Of course, he can't chase him. So the second encounter Nichols had with the police occurred about a mile and a half, 800 meters away from the stop. This is at 8:33, where he was beaten for about 3 minutes. Body camera footage shows an officer shouting to Nichols, "I'm going to baton the fuck out of you." Footage of a pole mounted surveillance camera at the corner of Bear Creek Cove and Castlegate Lane showed officers striking Nichols at least 9 times and it says 9 times, and an officer using a leg to push Nichols to the ground. The officer pulled Nichols up by his shoulders and kicked him twice in the face, pushed him into a sitting position and struck his back with a baton, then brought him to a kneeling position and struck him again. After that, officers pulled Nichols to a standing position and restricted his hands. During the time, Nichols was repeatedly punched in the face by officers, and eventually he fell to a kneeling position. Within the next minute, Nichols was kicked by an officer. The footage shows at least 5 punches to the face. That's wild. The New York Times reported that Nichols reportedly cried out to his mom and did not appear to ever strike back. During the beating, during which he was given what they described a contradictory and impossible orders. So they must have said, "Stand up, nigga, sit down. Stand up, nigga, sit down." Including demands to give officers his hands while one handcuffed and simultaneously being restricted by another. How the fuck I'm gonna give you my hands and y'all niggas got it? Like, by 8:37, Nichols was handcuffed and limp. Officers propped him against the side of a police car. After Nichols was on the ground, one officer said, "I was hitting him with straight haymakers, dog." So now you bragging about it. While another said, "I jumped in, started rocking him." Medics arrived around 8:41, but did not begin to assist Nichols until 16 minutes later. Wow, they could have saved that man's life. An ambulance arrived 9:02 and took Nichols to St. Francis Hospital at 9:18 after he complained of shortness of breath. So he had a heart attack. Or they punctured a lung, maybe. He died 3 years.
3 days.
3 days, not 3 years. Yeah, 3 days on January 10th. The preliminary results of an incomplete autopsy paid for by his family's attorney reported excessive bleeding caused by a beating. In the release videos from after the beating, 2 officers claim Nichols reached for their weapons. Come on, bruh. This claim is not sustained by videos. Dumbass niggas.
Like, I want everything thrown out. I want, like, you clear y'all line on reports.
The
murder, everything, every charge y'all can get. Like, if I was a lawyer, I would
need to die, bro.
I will be trying to drug these niggas. Fuck your service.
I think they're gonna get their ass destroyed though in the fucking jail. How many niggas y'all done probably put in there?
Fuck that. They shouldn't even make it. No, you right now we killing you. We out of here, dog. You had your one. Now what? Get them out of here. Like, you done did all of this, and it's clearly clear the fact, and then you lie. Like, it goes to show where now, yeah, these were some bad cops, but how do we know all? Like, there's no check and balances for them, the work that they have to, for them, for what's needed for them.
That's all I'm saying. Man, how you feel about it, Mage?
I mean, I pretty much touched on everything. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know, man. This shit is tough. And like, man, we keep seeing this shit. Like, it doesn't seem like shit's changing. What I will say is, I said something earlier about defund the police, jokingly, but and I'm not a cop, and I don't know what it takes to speak out. But niggas gotta start speaking out, man. Like, if you a good cop, you gotta be like, hey, man, get these niggas out of here, man, because I don't know, man. That's where I don't know if that's where it's gonna start, but something gotta.
I don't think I should defund the police. I personally feel like they need to be paid more off the strength of just their jobs. Like, they're only making what, 40, maybe 50,000 or whatever. They need to be paid more yearly. Defund them as far as equipment, though. Y'all need chargers. What the fuck y'all need chargers for? And then some
especially since they ain't supposed to do police chases no more.
In certain cities, they're not supposed to chase all that type of shit. Certain cities, when they turn in like martial law, you wouldn't know, but your neighborhood cops, the cop station has a tank or like an armor, like a stupidly big, the armored vehicles.
Yeah,
like they shouldn't be getting y'all shouldn't be buying old military stuff. Y'all don't need that. Y'all shouldn't have a budget for that. The budget should go back into them, so they essentially all right, I'm making 100. If I as a cop, if I'm making $150,000 a year, it's not worth fucking this up for.
I don't know if that changes anything.
I
think them niggas would have risked it all for it, no matter what.
I mean, I feel like some people are like, man, this is my career. Some people if something happened and it's a $50,000 a year job, I can go here and do that.
Okay, maybe not in this situation, and obviously every situation is different. Maybe not 6 cops, but maybe 2. If I'm in the car, if you in the car with your man, and you're like, hey, we gotta knock dude off, because this wasn't police shit. These happen to be police officers. This was a hit. So,
yes, which is fair. But again, this is a hit, and within them, this is we're a gang inside of this organization,
right? But we know a lot of people who make a lot of money who risk it all the time.
Again, we can double. I don't know. I feel like
this nigga just couldn't give me that. He had to make a face.
I don't know.
We don't know a lot of niggas who make a lot of money who risk it all the time.
But not everybody. But I'm not saying. But again, go ahead.
But if you want to risk it, you're gonna risk it no matter how much money you make.
Fair. But again, I feel like, you drop that percentage.
I don't think so. I don't think these cops have families, livelihoods, children. You think $50,000 is going is like you gonna put $50,000 over your daughter?
Because I understand what that aspect, but I feel like, but it's easier to replace a $50,000 job with another $50,000 job
versus $100,000 job. I get that.
That's what my.
If you got it in your heart to kill somebody, you're gonna kill them. It don't matter how much money you make.
I mean, but millionaires. I'm going off the assumption they didn't think they were going to kill him. I think they were just trying to beat him, scare him.
I don't think the intention was to kill him either.
It probably wasn't, but you still.
But it happened.
Yeah, it happened. But if the intent is just to beat him up, scare him, I'm willing to risk my $30,000 a year job for that, because worst case scenario, I become a firearm instructor and do security on the side. Now I can still blah blah blah.
No, I don't think so. I understand what you're saying, but I think it was deeper than money. If he was trying to teach dude a lesson and we going off of it was by as a girl, niggas risk it for their women all the time.
All the time. I understand that. I'm not denying that. But again, I feel like he risked. I feel like what they were trying. I feel like they overdid what they were trying to do. Like, I'm trying to scare him, and it turned into. It's like you pulling a gun out trying to scare somebody, then you actually shoot that shit. I was just trying to make him back up, but you pulled the trigger.
But
that's all it takes. That one step, that one extra baton swing overdid it.
We both agree, but I don't think no matter how much money they're making, he still was going to do that.
He still, because he was abusing his power.
Fair enough.
But I think all the people who abuse their power, I don't think none of them are thinking about the money.
They're abusing their power.
Whoever the guy was, fuck his name, but the guy who kneeled on what's his name's back.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how much money he was making, he still was going to kneel on his back.
But I feel like I understand that too. I feel like I agree, but I feel like it's the thing that I feel like even the people who feel like I'm gonna abuse my power, I feel like the ones that's teetering, because again, I feel like we're looking at the two extremes.
I don't think the teeter people do it though.
I feel like I feel like the teeter, because
a nigga in the IRS is claiming 4 kids that ain't his. I'm just saying,
if he got the ability, and if he again, it's like the people who, like that one. I forgot that one person who It worked at like a
Bro, wait.
what's the name company? And they
But think about
Adrian
this.
said no. If you watch the video, you would know they intended to kill him. It was obvious he was dying, and they continued to beat him.
Hold on, no. That's true, and I don't want to step on that point. But just think about all the jobs we work. Think about all the supervisors who risk it all the time. Think these niggas niggas at my job making hundreds, six figures,
but
still risk it.
They thought they was getting away with it.
Still risk it, but they still risk it.
Again, you can risk them, but if you think you got the system down, you risk.
It don't matter how much money. But you risk. From my point, it don't matter how much money you make. You still gonna risk it if you want to risk it.
Again, I understand that. I did not discredit that. I did not discredit that but I said you're talking the two extremes. I'm talking about the people who are teeter. You move that bracket down, or you move that bracket further away.
I don't think so.
I think you do.
I mean, you move the bracket, yes. The teeter people maybe
would I risk 30,000? You going into the casino? You really risk 30,000, or you really risk 100?
We not worried. We are worried about them, but the extreme, like them niggas ain't about it.
The extreme, but you're talking about the extreme. Yes, if somebody's going to do something, they're trying to do it. They're trying to do it. Right. I agree with you, but I'm saying as far as
that's what we got to worry about. The niggas on the fence.
Why not? You still got to worry about them because they're
ain't really about it.
You don't know that because they're teetering.
Niggas ain't about it, man.
They're teetering. That's like saying if somebody came in and was like, "Oh, this nigga did this to your mom," you not trying to end that nigga shit.
That nigga shit definitely getting ended. But we gonna teeter on the end of this episode.
Wait. If they did something to my mom, it don't matter if I'm making how much money I'm making.
I mean, you talking about
it don't matter.
We're talking about. Are you?
Fuck with my mama, you
so
die.
Right now, do you have the ability to kill a man right now? No. Do you have the aspects to kill a person?
Wait, what's the question?
Do you have it in you to take another man's life?
No.
Somebody come in and did something to your mother. Do you think does that now change?
But then that's the extreme. It don't matter how much money I'm making.
We're not talking about take money away.
You the one said money, not me.
I didn't say nothing about money.
Yes, you said pay these niggas more.
No, I'm not talking about that.
That's not what he said.
You're merging 2 points. No, take the money away. I'm asking you personally. Do you have the ability to take a man's life?
If somebody ran up in this shit busting out, and if I got it on me, I don't. But if I did, then yes.
So you're a person who teeters. So clearly, right there, you are somebody to still be. You are still someone to be worried about.
So I'm not. So if somebody ran in here busting and you got it on him, you not busting back.
Saying that you would defend yourself is not.
I'm not saying you got it. I'm not talking about defending. I'm not talking about defending. Do you have it in you to take another man's life? It don't matter if you're defending them because you can shoot and you can shoot. But I'm answering his question. You can shoot to wound and not kill. I have it in me.
I don't have it in me to shoot to wound.
Listen, I said I don't have it in me to kill. But
you have the ability to do so. You actively are choosing to. If you come in, because you can take them down.
I don't have the ability to shoot to wound. If I shoot you, you're dying.
Well, first of all, if you shooting anybody who pulls a gun, if you shooting it, whether you're trying to wound or kill, you're expecting. If you shooting somebody, you trying to kill them. If somebody shooting at me, I don't think they're trying to wound me. I think they're trying to kill me. And if I ran in here with mines, if I ran in here and I had mines, I'm pulling mines because I don't know if you got yours, you might pull yours. I don't even know how we got here. I'm just saying we talking about teetering. Listen.
It was the end of the episode anyway.
No, we ain't paying these niggas more.
For sure.
Okay. That's how you feel.
So
I don't think any amount of money will stop somebody from doing what they're trying to do. And if you were a teeterer, you probably wouldn't do it. Because you said I teeter, and I'm telling you I wouldn't do it unless I had to.
But then you would do it.
We can bring this conversation back, guys.
Yes.
We can bring this conversation back, guys. So we have to go. It is 3 minutes over, and we have our meeting. So thank you for tuning in to TimbukTuesday. It's been a great 3 weeks back to back with the fellas.
We'll see you niggas in 2 weeks.
We'll see y'all in Black History Month.
Slavery.
Hey kids, it's the Wild Man. Join me every Tuesday night from 6 to 10 on Redline Radio LLC, where I play the greatest hits of the 50s, 60s, and 70s. There's a whole lot of them, too. And on the first Tuesday of every month, we'll feature the greatest hits of the 1980s. We play the hits. We'll also play those songs that your favorite radio station has long since forgotten. We'll also feature decades, artists, or genres in our Star Spotlight. We'll play those songs throughout the evening. You can also enjoy a blast from the past with our Wild Man Memory Grenades. And unlike other stations, I'm taking your requests and dedications. Yes, I am. We actually do that. Like my Facebook page at Wildman On Air to keep up on all the goings on. So join me 6 p.m. every Tuesday night, RedlineRadioLLC.com.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dave Wallencheck, the owner of Redline Radio LLC, and I want to take a minute to tell you what we're about here at Redline Radio.
Pause. Rewind.
I am a 2015 graduate of the Ohio Media School, and one day I had a dream to own a radio station. Well, not only do I have one, but now I have two studios. One is located at 4941 Pearl Road, Cleveland, Ohio. The other one, which is our state-of-the-art studio, green screen 360 cameras, top-of-the-line microphones, great producing. That is located at 60 Front Street in Berea, Ohio.
So interested in trauma and what happens to the body, especially with women. So do you have anything that happened to you, something that was traumatic for your body that still kind of sits in there and in your mind?
Of a contract because of how they were viewed, how they identified themselves. It's paperwork.
We currently have 18 shows and growing each day. If you have an idea for a podcast, look us up right there, Redline Radio LLC. Not only do we have 18 shows, but we have 17 sponsors who have supported us throughout the years.
It's also what? I don't need you to correct me.
Every time you make a play or get yardage, there's a holding penalty. Wait, have we actually had positive yardage today?
My origin story is on Saturday. My parents were killed in the alley coming from a movie.
Rob for this piece of monkey trash. So, why is this movie ranked
Getting ready to say, y'all can take it up with me. My inbox is open. Facebook, Don Peterson. Instagram, Don Pizzle 216. Inbox me, DM me. Do y'all have an issue with what I'm getting ready to say?
The show, and I'm your host, Lex Vegas, a.k.a. Smarty McFly, a.k.a. Peter Popoff, a.k.a. King Petty, a.k.a. Smarty Belly the Don, a.k.a. the notorious Lex.V, a.k.a. Dick the Bruiser,
So if you're having them adult parties, you want to hit up your favorite snack dealer, you can contact her. You can contact AC, and that's at 216-800-3881. IG, your favorite snack dealer _DM for orders.
Was a fucking weird one, to say the least. Started off with a Christian McCaffrey trade, though.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
1 through 28?
No, 2 through 28. Slavery. I just had one. We deserve a chance.
Facts.
2 through 28. Slavery.
So we're going to read some ads before we go further to the show.
Sharing information and finding ways to help each other because we're all just trying to make it through.
Absolutely. Because like a lot of people like assume that it was just gonna be automatic. No, it's not gonna be automatic, but it is a simple process. Make sure you go to that website. We got it up in the chat and all that good stuff. And I'll say it one more time before we close this segment out.
Have you ever faked it?
At time, yes.
taking slack here lately. Whenever I was all last year. Oh shit. Came up for me as I was actually scrolling on TikTok. I want everybody to see how I saw it, so y'all know tell me if I'm tripping or not, because I don't know. But anyway, so I'm on TikTok. I'm scrolling,
And also, if you're looking to join the Redline Radio family, we are currently looking for interns. All you got to do is look me up on Facebook at David Wallencheck, or you can send us a message in our Redline Radio Facebook or Instagram. I know a lot of you guys out there want to get into the business of podcasting. Well, we can teach you everything you need to know about podcasting here at Redline Radio LLC. Not only that, we can also teach you the media side at Redline Media Group. So you can follow us on YouTube at Redline Media Group LLC. And while you're at it, can you please go subscribe, like, and share Redline Radio LLC, Redline Media Group. Again, I'm Dave Wallencheck, your owner of Redline Radio, and that's just a little bit of information about us here at the station.